Okay, we're back. And we're talking to the Inquisitor. This is the beginning of day 7. So she says, Daniel Dunkowski. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Really happy. I've already had the honor of meeting you, but you probably don't remember. When did that happen? I attended the session when you put forth your report, when you demonstrated the lady that rose from the dead 3 years ago at La Marca's. I even took your autograph. The girl in a long shirt, do you remember? I asked you about the glass lips, too. Oh, that's how our fate managed our lives. I'm very happy to see you too, Aglasia. However, back then you introduced yourself as Stella Karstlich. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. I'm sorry if it's wrong. To be frank, I came by only out of interest. I didn't have any kind of mission, nor did I have any mercenary interests. But you did make a strong impression on me. Thank you, but it isn't pure interest that drives you here, is it? Yes, let's get to the point. Your mission was to find a way through, or to destroy your enemy. All I had to do was realize your decision. So I've looked through your materials and found there the thing I was most afraid of. Yes, I lost. You won, nearly. It is very good that you didn't find the one spreading the disease yesterday. Really? The events have obtained an unexpected side, Dankowski. We have a lot to discuss and a lot to do in the future. I'll be brief. They've been trying to kill you all this time. Also, they've been trying to trick you. Moreover, they've been trying to use your authority and love for the truth to achieve their personal goals. Is this interesting for you? Well, I guessed that already. Really? Well, that means you would make a wonderful Inquisitor, because even I came to think of the pitiful role I am to play, only on my way here. Therefore comes my first question. What has all this been done for? Well, forgive me. I'll try not to interrupt you in the future. Did you come here because you wanted to? Tanathica is nearly destroyed. Your last hope was a sensation, some kind of shock to the society, a visible proof of the correctness of your theory. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, you are correct so far. And then you come across this allegedly accidental letter from Isidore Barak. So timely, isn't it? And quite coincidentally, the only local medic dies. He didn't die of the disease, did he? That's just what I've been told. He was murdered. However, what luck! You, just as coincidentally, are in the remote area, and they send you an order not to come back without victory. Was that contrived too? I don't know. I am sure I have a lot more interesting details to find out. Will you help me? Of course.
How many crows gathered above the town?
You were sent to the battle with the enemy, which basically cannot be won. With a blind hope for a miracle, and for you, with your uncommon mind, would find one chance from 1,000,000, and in order not to frighten you off, they persuaded you that this enemy has to be destroyed. You see how artful the authorities are. But what for? I totally cease to understand the motives. Yes, it is hard. You'll understand even less when you learn that, at the same time, they gave me the order to keep this ensemble at any price, not considering any losses. They set here the army, and now the most interesting. Do you already know who commands it, and what kind of army it is that? I believe the sanitary army. This army is led by the war hero Alexander Bloch, the author of the future military reform. Karstic Ford's broken front. Well, you certainly know. Why did they not find a common officer for this mission? This is not a sanitary army. They have no special means, equipment, even the arms suitable to this purpose. As a matter of fact, it is 2 artillery regiments which were moved to the front after successful maneuvers and hastily completed with a company of sanitary with flamethrowers. This is strange, isn't it? Yes, very strange. Does it remind you of anything? Yes, that reminds me. Bloch is me, and I believe you are too. Yes, for me too. We all got in this trap. I wish to get even with them. Exactly. All this time some observers worked here, not less than 3. They conducted the statistics, wrote down the observations, went to the houses hiding from the town rulers and masking under the corpse carriers. That's they, to be exact, one of them, who was sending you daily letters. What absurdity! Who would ever need that? The authorities, they, instead of the Canes, wanted you to come to the victorious conclusion independently, any false hypothesis could appear fatal. There was no time for joint development of an erroneous theory. Another thing is important. The authorities knew beforehand what would have happened here. This epidemic? I do not think so. Then they would have been prepared better. I have no doubts that they longed to keep this small town. No, they did not know for certain what exactly happened here. This is the most interesting, but they got ready to troubles. All their emissaries have been adequately instructed. So the brilliant Alexander Block was directed here, not for quarantine measures at all. I think so. Block was hastily directed here if the town was threatened with some danger that could be defeated by military power only. What was known to the authorities? This is the riddle which I want to solve. This puzzle disturbs me most of all, but not the secret of occurrence of my mysterious disease, which I want to charge you, Daniel. With what shall we start? I want to study the reports of the observers, but even to withdraw them I cannot do without your help. I am afraid that they have a strict order to keep me in full information isolation, as well as you, Bachelor, several days ago. But what for? To make our ingenious minds irrespective of any external sources to find true solution. That's what for. So if I send for the reports or come myself to take away their materials, they will destroy them, and probably they would prefer to disappear or commit suicide. Therefore I ask you to act on your own behalf. If they will not give the reports to you, why should they give them to me? Your mission is completed, and they are threatened with death. I think all of them will try to disappear today, to be far away from my all-seeing eye. Fine, how shall I find them? They have to walk a lot, to examine, to check. Probably they look as those who make here the dirtiest work. Or they are carefully disguised. I dare to assume that today they will get outside, wherever they were hidden till now. Where could they be hidden? You ask me? I'm here just a few hours, and you a whole week. Take an interest at local rulers. I think they're dispersed in regular intervals in the town. For certain, one operated here in Stone Yard, the second in Knots, the third in Land. You are well informed. Okay. So, our first quest, it's kind of a fun one. But, you get to go, and get the reports from the executors, who are, the observers on this day. They've turned, this area into a plague district today. So I have the full threat of rats and anything else that could, come in. Oh, I got plague clouds, I got plague victims. The first executor, he's just right there, so I'm actually gonna hop in here really quick. That was my intention, so I could get the rat off my butt. Looks like it worked. I think I have to be careful around here for plague clouds. Yeah, there's one right there. I am an observer of the Stone Yard. I need your materials. Here you are. Do not come here anymore. We'll soon disappear from here. No one will disappear from here without my consent. Oh, I got the report from him pretty easily, and I can't talk to him again. So, that conversation did not go as I quite remember. Most of the, executors, you really have to, argue with them to get their materials. They're, not gonna be very forthright with you. As the, quest is aptly named, Truth, Lie, and some more between Truth and Lie. It's named for each of the three observers. They each get the role of either being a complete truth teller, a complete liar, or one who is somewhere between a truth and a lie. Who they, to give it a one-word descriptor, have been calling the hesitator. Jeez, today. I'm gonna wait till that guard starts attacking that guy so we can try to avoid him. I just want to save up my bullets and not waste too much time running around. So, it looks like there are thugs everywhere today, so we're gonna try to avoid him. Might not be able to avoid this one because this drunk isn't gonna live long. Yeah, he already got him. So the thug is gonna raid the body, so I'll have time to escape and duck into this building. And while I'm in this sort of building, nothing that I want. I might pop a save in right here. I think I'm gonna save right here. Alright. That was just for my benefit. Don't want to have to replay too much day again. Whoa! I almost walked right into that. I tell ya, the stationary plague clouds are so much worse than the ones that move, because at least I know I can see them coming. Those ones I never see them coming and I just walk right into them all the time. The next, this is the reason I'm coming back here, is because the next executor is back here, the next observer. I'm just gonna keep bouncing back and forth between those two names today. And just while I'm back here, you know, the drill. I am an observer of knots. I need your materials. You came by the Inquisitor? No, by myself. Then take them. Heavens be praised, I do not need them anymore. In the evening we shall leave from here, but until then, I ask you, do not tell the Inquisitor about us. Otherwise we will be lost. We all will be lost. But why? She is a terrible witch. Besides, she is a sentenced witch. This mission is her farewell holiday before the scaffold. She will not miss any opportunity to pay back the representatives of the authorities. Interesting. Alright, so we cannot talk to him again. I think I've gotten 3 letters since the day has started, or since this video has started only. So I might duck into the theater and, well, actually there's nothing really around, so I'll just read them right here. The first one is from Big Vlad, saying that he opened the apiary. Here the road inside is also open. I beg you pardon for concealment of the real reasons of blockade. I am guilty, terribly guilty. But trust me, everything that I did was made only of the best promptings. That was from Big Vlad. Evian's farewell letter. My time has come. I need to clear the traces of yesterday's sacrilege. I want a miracle to become. I wish to prepare a place for a new guest. Farewell, my Daniel. Be happy. All to the best, and I always wish to die so. Ava. So here, this is the Inquisitor's order, and it's to Bachelor D. Denkovsky, to be handed personally. Reception to be confirmed. I have familiarized with your materials. I urgently recommend you to come for provisions of explanations. You will find me in the town cathedral. Yours faithfully, Aglaisha Lilik, Governmental Inquisitor. So that was the letter that we got that was supposed to prompt us to go to the cathedral to meet her, but I already knew about it, so that's why we went there right away. Yeah, I figured there was a plague cloud right there, but I thought it was closer to the top of the stairs. I'm gonna check these trash cans really quick, so sorry about this minor delay. I don't mean to be checking them over and over, but I just can't help myself.